All right, check out my screen here. Pocket-sized ATM machine, 7-minute phone trick, all this stuff. It's not legit. It's not something you want to put your money into. It looks like it has all the makings of being a scam. And I'm going to walk you through the reason why you're searching for Consumer Reports is probably partially because of this ad here that I got on TikTok. Let me hit play.
I just put in my 2-week notice after my account got this big.
He didn't. He's lying.
2 months. Here's exactly how I did it.
Now, I'm going to zoom in. You see that right there? It says Ads Manager. He has Ads Manager and something about Convertry or something like that. So these tech-savvy looking websites where if you're going to be running ads online, if you're going to be working on some sort of online marketing, you're going to be tech-savvy, right? In a minute, he's going to claim that he's not tech-savvy and that he's dumb or whatever, and he's lying to you once again.
So I'm sure you've seen the articles and like the videos and stuff going viral all over Facebook and TikTok, basically just talking about this new thing that
It says Consumer Affairs. It claims to be an article, right, on Consumer Affairs is what he's saying. New 7-minute phone trick has helped thousands of Americans quit their jobs and retire 10 plus years early. And it's got an author name, somebody named Gary, reporter, August 5th, 2024.
Thousands of Americans are doing basically too.
He's claiming thousands of people have used this pocket-sized ATM machine, and I've got insight on this, so just stick around. I'm not going to try to sell it to you. This is a genuine, honest take on this. Really quick before I continue, please hit like down below and comment with your favorite breakfast food. The reason why I say that, you can comment about the scam if you want, but if you don't know what to say, the more likes and comments that I receive, the better my video will do in Google and YouTube search results, and I will land above scammers, which would be really amazing, and that's really what I want to be able to do. And, you can subscribe as well. That'd be really great. But please like and comment. And do you notice the image here? It's kind of a cartoonish looking thing of like someone holding a phone, and it's got Consumer Affairs up there. Keep that in mind here in just a second.
Not have to work anymore, retire early, or, they're making more at their jobs, or even just using it as like a side income.
Yes, quit your 9 to 5, be your own boss, all this stuff that like when you hear that, it's like, okay, what kind of scam are you trying to push me?
It's all from like this video that people are watching. I got curious enough to actually watch it the other day.
Yeah, did you? So look here, by the way, he got out of this, but it says here, wait, in just 1 minute, 47 seconds, I'll reveal the 7-minute a day system that makes me more than most CEOs, doctors, and lawyers combined. I mean, give me a break. If an online offer seems too good to be true, it probably is. And this is one that is way too good to be true. It's a 7-minute trick, they claim, that turns your phone into $500 a day. And the video on this website, which lasts for, I think, 32 or 33 minutes, it's got an AI-generated narrator voice claiming that his name is Ben, and it also talks about someone else named Mr. X, but it never shows anyone who's behind this, never shows their office or anything like that. No identifying details, which normally is not a great sign and obviously has signs of it being a scam.
Like this video that people are watching, I got curious enough to actually watch it the other day.
Really? You got curious?
It wasn't that long, and honestly, I was a bit skeptical because I'm not super tech savvy. I'm not very smart, truthfully, and usually stuff like this is a little bit over my head, but if someone
Really, it's over your head, but you have a bookmark for Ads Manager and something about Convertry, which I assume is something about conversions having to do with online marketing. So once again, not telling the truth, right?
Can understand it, then someone like you can too. It was so easy. And even a dum-dum like me literally had my account like this with.
Yes, a dum-dum who also has Premiere and Media Encoder installed, which, those aren't incredibly difficult to use, but most people can't just start, using Adobe Premiere without any training. You got to be tech savvy, right? And Media Encoder, you got to know your stuff, getting everything just right before you go ahead and hit the play button in order to convert all your files and everything.
2 or 3 months. So I was so thankful.
And were you thankful? And it says here you're going to be able to make $500 a day. I watched the video. Let me give you the quick thing about it. It shows flashy cars. It shows like vacation destinations. Shows a guy walking past a bunch of boats. Like you're going to suddenly be able to make millions of dollars based upon something you saw in an online ad from someone saying, hey, I'm using my time here. I have tons of money, but for some reason, instead of me being on vacation and just enjoying my life, I'm trying to sell you a $47 course for something that's going to be able to do the same thing for you for only $47. Obviously, again, if it seems too good to be true, it probably is. Now, I've got more about this. You might be saying, are there reviews? Are they genuine reviews? Yes. First, though, look, this is the article once again. They claim it's a Consumer Affairs article. Consumer Affairs has not reviewed this or done anything about this. But you notice the image here of the person holding the phone. It's like a cartoonish looking drawing. Here's the real article that they altered. The scammers altered. This is a real article on Consumer Affairs about Google has uncovered new tricks scammers are using to steal your money. And it's a genuine, credible article talking about how to keep yourself away from scams, right? It's ironic, right? That someone's using this for a scam. They, altered the headline right here. They just changed the source code or whatever it may be. And that's how they were able to make this look like it was something Consumer Affairs posted. Consumer Affairs has never posted anything about this. As you can see right here, I searched for pocket size ATM without quotes. It's got quotes around it right here, but I searched for it without quotes and there's nothing there. They haven't covered it. And if they did, they would tell you this is one of those things for an online course where someone claims they're going to be able to give you, a PDF or a one-page thing, which is what the video for this claims. You're going to be able to get a one-page instruction manual on how to succeed at life and make millions of dollars. I mean, like, come on, give me a break. And they haven't covered it, but if they did, they would tell you stay far away from it because it has the same makings that all the other online courses. I've got the big secret, just give me a little bit of money and I'll show you how to make millions. It's just, that doesn't exist in reality. All right, now I want you to close your eyes and tell me if you think that these two voices sound the same. I'm going to play the first one, then I'm going to play the second one. Here's the first one.
I just put in my 2-week notice after my account got this big in just 2 months. Here's exactly how I did it.
Now, do you hear that voice? Here's the other one.
People were going to be making that much money and it wasn't going to go viral like this. It's absolutely insane. This is like my favorite revenge story that I've ever experienced in my life. So I have 2 neighbors.
So that's a Facebook ad that I saw, or an Instagram ad where the same thing, really coming from Meta. And this is a previous video that I did. You can see me down there in the bottom right. And so let's...
they both live on each side of me, so I'm in the middle of their feud all the time. And one of the neighbors has way more money than the other neighbor. So I'm sure you've seen the articles and the videos and stuff going viral all over Facebook and TikTok, basically just talking about this new thing that, or at least he used to. And he used to throw on this neighbor's face, making fun of my neighbor for being way less rich than him.
Sounds like the same guy. I'm not saying I know for sure it's the same guy. Sounds like the same guy. And so if that's true, this guy's got Ads Manager open on his computer, claims he's not tech savvy, showing you a fake Consumer Affairs article. He is posting ads, I suppose, on TikTok and Facebook and Instagram. And he's marketing this. And I assume is an affiliate marketer for this. And there are other people as well. If you just go to the ads library from Meta, and you got to be tech savvy to know how to do this. And you just type in quotes, phone trick or 7-minute phone trick without a hyphen between 7 and minute. You'll find lots of other faces of people who are advertising this, who I assume, I guess, are affiliate marketers too. I thought maybe that they were spokespeople who were hired from maybe Fiverr.com or something like that. But you can tell, I believe here, that at least this guy has something to do with this and is an affiliate marketer behind it. Now, as for who is ultimately behind the pocket-sized ATM machine 7-minute phone trick reviews scam thing going on, I don't know, is it somebody in Australia who hired people in the Philippines or something like that? Who knows, right? Good guess though, probably, isn't it? Anyway, so what this is something that you don't want to spend your money on. So look at the FTC's website, the Federal Trade Commission. Look at the BBB. Look at any website that's going to give you credible information about staying away from scams. And they will tell you that the promise of a course or a method or an app that costs a low amount of money that's going to be able to make you millions of dollars is absolutely going to be a scam. And that something like that does not exist in reality. And I said something earlier, I believe, about reviews. And if I didn't, I'm going to say something about reviews. Here's what I know about this. First off, this scam claims to be BBB accredited on the last page of the checkout process whenever you're buying it. And the scammers would say, no, it doesn't. It goes to ClickBank. And yes, it is a ClickBank link going to the ClickBank BBB website page, which shows a 1.5 out of 5 review score, which is pretty bad. And then ClickBank is like the payment processing company that's used for this or whatever. And they also have more than 200 complaints on file, which is not great. That's what that is. Pocket-size ATM machine has no, and I realize, by the way, pocket-size ATM machine is like saying pocket-size automatic teller machines twice. They call it ATM machine. I don't know. That this is something that is not going to be on the website for, what was I just talking about? BBB, I'm getting confused now, or FTC or whatever. It's not BBB accredited is what I was trying to say. And so when I was looking around, I saw that one of my YouTube commenters on a previous video had told me this. They said, I paid $154.22 for this program, pocket-sized ATM machine, and have never heard from the company. Scam, which is not great. And if it's a digital download and they missed it or whatever, I don't know. But they got charged $154.22. Why? I thought it was $47, right? A different user posting on Reddit said that their credit card company flagged it as a scam, so they came to Reddit. They bailed on the purchase. There's too many unanswered questions is what they said. And another person on Reddit said they bought it knowing they could get a refund, which they've already requested. It's another affiliate marketing gig is what they said. And here's one more thing. Someone said they bought it. They don't think it's a scam in their opinion, but it's also not worth buying. It pretty much tells you to make an Instagram account and repost certain things on it. It's definitely a long-term kind of thing, but not something I would get into, especially if I'm not guaranteed money. I saw different things saying conflicting things about this. One set of things said it's an online shopping thing where it shows you how to do affiliate marketing for online shopping. Another thing said it's about posting reels on Instagram. Basically, it's something you could potentially learn easily for free on YouTube. And that's what other people pointed out, I noticed on Reddit and in other places as well. One other thing I want to cover as well. Look at this. I searched for pocket-sized ATM machine with the word Sound Publishing because Sound Publishing is a company that has a lot of different local blogs in Alaska and the state of Washington. So they cover different like towns or whatever that you might be able to think that if you go to that website, it's something where you can find news about what's going on in certain spots in Alaska or state of Washington. And these websites you see here all have something to do with Sound Publishing. They're all under the umbrella of Sound Publishing's, media outlets. These articles here are not genuine reviews at all. What they are, these are sponsored content articles, meaning someone paid Sound Publishing to put these articles up that lead to the scam, meaning that Sound Publishing is making money if they're accepting money for this. I'm very surprised if they're doing sponsored content for free. They're making money based upon promoting scams, which is really, really, really not great. And they do it for other stuff too, just like this. And it's something that I really hope would stop. But for right now, there are all these websites you see here, the Everett Herald, Courier Herald, Bellevue Reporter, the Journal of the San Juan Islands, the Vashon Maury Island Beachcomber, Bainbridge Island Review. All of these are under Sound Publishing. And all of them, if you go to the websites, will have a tiny label at the very top that says sponsored. Other than that, the only other sign that it wasn't written by a credible journalist, they all look like they were written by AI, by the way, like a prompt or whatever. The only other signal or label that you see other than the tiny sponsor at the top, you got to go to the very bottom of the article. And there's a disclaimer, disclosure, whatever you want to call it, down at the very bottom. But most people aren't going to see that because they're going to click out of it before then, whether closing the page or going on and then making a purchase. And that's not great, to say the very least. And so I've been looking at this scam now for a few weeks. I've been following all the affiliate marketing going on with it. It does not look good. So Consumer Reports never covered this. The pocket-sized ATM machine is not something you're going to be able to make a bunch of money on. These sorts of things often tell you that you're going to be able to quit your job and it's going to be amazing. You're going to make a bunch of money. And it reminds me, and someone else mentioned this as well, it reminds me of a pyramid scheme, right? And of course, pyramid schemes, what do they claim? It's not a pyramid scheme. That's what people in pyramid schemes say, unfortunately. But I'm just trying to keep people away from this so that they don't lose their money. And so if you value that, then I hope that you hit the like button down below, comment, subscribe. And once again, comment with your favorite breakfast food. That would really help out. And comment with your story, of course, if you have that. Thank you so much for watching.